Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So it's been quite a while since I posted anything on this channel. If you're here for my musical theater stuff, hello, welcome back. I appreciate you guys so much for supporting the content that I did over the years, and I'm sorry that I left you all hanging. I kind of grew out the whole phase. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love musicals. I love to this day musicals. I watch them a lot. And I might be getting back to that content, but the reason I had to stop is because I kept getting copyright strike, because now all the musicals are having movies, and then when there's a movie and there's promo for it, they have to strike down every single account that does like the my favorite part stuff. They have to strike down every slime tutorial basically, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much for your support over the years. I'm gonna be pivoting to a commentary channel, sort of. I hope you guys will enjoy that, and if not, it's okay. I appreciate your support over the years, nevertheless. So today we're gonna be reading "Am I the Asshole" posts, and yeah, there's not much of this content to go around. You know, it's not saturated at all. This is very original content over here on this channel, guys. Okay, so we're gonna start with a very short one first. Am I the asshole for refusing to go on an all-male trip? My 20F... Oh, there it is. Yeah, you're not the asshole from the get-go. My 20F friend, 21M, and his friends are going to a foreign country for a week-long trip, and he invited me. Foreign country with a bunch of men. Yeah, before anyone jumps at me, nothing wrong with men. It's just the fact that you're the only woman there, and I'm guessing that you don't know his friends. If it was only you and him, then sure, but like, all his friends and one woman? I was excited to join at first before realizing it was all men. Valid. When he mentioned that, I told him that I wouldn't be comfortable since I didn't know the other guys well. There you go. He became annoyed and said I was overreacting and being paranoid, and all he wanted was to hang out with me. Okay, then go alone with her. I feel like maybe he is right. No, he's not. But at the same time, I just get weird vibes off his other friends. Now he won't even respond to me, and I feel like a prick. Not the asshole, 100% not the asshole. If he doesn't recognize that a woman alone would feel uncomfortable with men she barely knows, he's the problem. Okay, we have a longer one. Am I the asshole for not believing in my roommate's phobia? Okay. Disclaimer up front, I understand the seriousness of phobias. I myself have been in therapy for an irrational fear of vomiting that used to be debilitating, but this is just insane. Okay, side note, I have never vomited in my life until 5 months ago, and that was literally such an ass experience. I'm so glad I don't throw up regularly. I have such a fear of throwing up. So I, 20F, have two roommates. My one roommate, 20F, is scared of spiders. She claims she has arachnophobia, and I'm not a fan of spiders myself, but it's the way she goes about it that's kind of insane. Like the other day, I was talking about how my boyfriend and I got sushi, and I said something about it being a spider roll, and she actually screamed and said I could only use the word arachnid, not spider, around her. This is, No, phobias are irrational, so let's continue reading. Another time, someone said spider, and she immediately covered her ears and started whimpering. Okay, like, this is a bit complicated. I don't want to call her, like, a coward, because, like, phobias are very real and are very stressful, so it's not like she's choosing to do this, but I don't know. It is, like, I would think it's a bit too much, but that's just my opinion. My other roommate has much more patience for this than I do, and one day when we were coming home, there was a spider underneath our open stairs. Mind you, we live in an apartment complex with lots of trees and plants around, and this is not our first encounter with spiders on the stairs. But this time, she screams and refuses to walk up the stairs. My other roommate blocks off the spider so she can walk up, but she still won't do it. Okay, you know, I was gonna say me, but like, if someone was blocking a spider, I would run up. Like, I would definitely run up, but I don't have arachnophobia. I just hate spiders. So maybe, look, this is a complicated one. My other roommate then goes and gets the Lysol? I'm not American, if that's a American spray, to kill the spider. I literally watched the spider shrivel up and fall off the stairs, and she still won't go up. Okay, no, that's a bit much. After about 15 minutes of trying to convince her it's okay, my other roommate has to head out, and I just go up the stairs because I had to submit some work stuff before the end of the day. She ends up standing at the end of the stairs for an hour before going up. Hours, crazy. And then eventually comes into the apartment and starts berating me about how she needs me to support her and her phobia, and I was being unsupportive. I understand phobias are real and create significant mental blocks for people, but after her screaming at the mention of the word spider, I'm starting to think she's just afraid of spiders and maybe overreacting. Am I the asshole with arachnophobia really that serious? Okay, my opinion before we go into the comments and see people with arachnophobia's experience and, like, opinions, because I think for them they can provide the most context and most, like, perspective on this, but in my opinion, I think it is a bit much. Like being scared of spiders, like, I completely get. I hate spiders, I'm scared of them too. But killing a spider and still refusing to walk up is a bit much, in my opinion. Like, she has valid points, but also, like, screaming at the word spider is also kind of crazy. So that's my opinion of it. So I think not the asshole, because this person was definitely trying to extend grace, but it is just a bit much. Okay, so this commenter says, I had a friend who has arachnophobia, and she couldn't watch the Harry Potter movies because of it. She wouldn't scream, but she would look physically uncomfortable if someone mentioned a spider or talked about them around her. Come Halloween and decorations were going up, and she would hate all the fake spiders and webs. But she was an adult adult at work, so she never screamed or threw a fit. She would just avoid areas that were decorated with spider things. As a team, we didn't use them just out of consideration, but she never demanded it. To me, it sounds like OP's roommate has arachnophobia, but combined with the immaturity of being only 20. Hey, I'm 20, I'm not that. Actually, I am. Okay, I'm not that immature, but I get it. 20 is like very young. She needs to understand that she has to manage her phobia and it isn't up to anyone else to cater to her for it. I 100% agree. People can have phobias, but it's how you deal with them. I feel like it's a bit weird for me to say like, oh, you deal with it and because you're an adult, but that's how life works, isn't it? Like you have to, like I'm pretty sure she's a completely normal and nice person, but sometimes you have to manage your fears. You have to manage yourself around other people because everything in life is going to affect someone, but it's the way you choose to react to it or handle it that's going to affect people's perceptions of you. I found a commenter with arachnophobia. They say that's arachnophobia for you. I'm going to therapy because of it and I would react pretty much like her, but without the screaming. To give an example, my first day of therapy, the psychologist wanted to know how severe was my case and I asked him to stop speaking about spiders while moving his fingers because that was making me freak out. Opie replies, "That's so interesting. Thanks for sharing your experience. I'm unfamiliar with a lot of phobias, so I'm not really sure how people with arachnophobia react." The person says, "It's alright. A lot of people think that I overreact because it's difficult to understand from the outside. Actually, my best friend didn't fully believe me until he knew another person with the same problem and witnessed the exact same behavior. I must say that my phobia is due to childhood trauma. I had a traumatic childhood, and my nightmares, the spiders started to represent my fears and reasons of my trauma and started the phobia. I wasn't aware of that until I started therapy. She should probably also go to therapy. It helped me a lot." Okay, so reading the comments of people with the phobia and going back to OP, I don't think OP is the asshole at all. I just think this person needs to go to therapy for it or manage their emotions around it because it is kind of like you're putting your emotions on other people and expect them to cater around you, which is irresponsible. But I completely understand OP. I don't think they're the asshole. I just think they need to work on themselves and work on their fear rather than throw it on someone else. And yeah, not the asshole for OP. Here we have another story. Am I the asshole for being upset that my parents paid for my sister's college but not mine? First of all, I'm gonna say no, not the asshole, but we're gonna read more. I just need to vent really. To start off, my dad is the main breadwinner. He's a mechanic. When I was in elementary school, I was in a college program for low-income families. All I needed to do was get good grades, attend the weekly meetings, and they would fully fund my college. My parents stopped driving me to the meetings because they were too lazy after work. Missed opportunity there. Fast forward to college, I did the 2 years at a community college, paid for my Pell Grant, not sure what that is, and was ready to transfer to a university. I still needed money for the last 2 years. Asked my parents to co-sign a loan. They said no. Do you need to co-sign a loan with your parents if you're over age? I actually don't know that. I have not taken loans. I've done work-study programs, so I'm not too familiar with how loans work. They said no. Told me to work for it. I tried full-time work and part-time study and it was too hard. Yeah, I've been there. Failing my STEM classes, couldn't focus after work, worked overnights at an Amazon warehouse and worked myself into the hospital. Ugh, poor person. College is hard. Several of the hourly jobs I worked requiring mandatory overtime. My parents started charging me rent on top of me having to pay for my tuition. Sorry, but I do not care. Charging your kid rent, unless they're 30, still living in your house, not working, charging a kid rent is crazy. That is your kid. What are you charging them rent for? I'm so lucky that my parents paid for my university and I'm staying in their house rent-free. Even though that's the bare minimum, I'm still lucky because parents like this exist. I paid my parents $50,000 over the course of the years on rent alone. That is insane. You could have gotten into college with that money. Some people are not cut out to be parents, man. Like, the thing that's, like, very Western to me, like, especially watching shows and everything and seeing the media, is, like, Western parents have, like, oh, when you're 18, we'll kick you out, because that's when you're ready to be an adult. For me, I'm Arab, and there's nothing like that in our country. Like, when you're 18, you're still a baby, you're still with your parents. It is very normal. I don't understand this logic. I gave up and just started working full-time and decided to work on programming projects in my free time. Year after year, I'd ask them to co-sign a loan, and they said no. Why? Like, genuinely, why? It's not like they'll be paying off the loan. Like, you're definitely going to be the one to pay off the loan because of how they seem to be. Now, my sister finished college. Everything paid for. I asked my dad why he didn't help me, and he said, "You're not a priority, and why would I help you when you're going to fail anyways?" Oh my god, they hate this poor kid. Why would they pay for the sisters and not theirs? I can't understand parents who hate one child. That's actually so insane. Dad said he doesn't have money for me, but has money to buy a $200,000 second house cash and a brand new truck. I'm about to turn 30 and still living at my parents' house. I have my dad bitching at me about why I haven't started my career yet, and he's pissed that I'm still living with him. Of course you're still living with them. Like, you're literally paying $50,000 in rent. You don't have enough money to move out. They didn't even help you pay for your college. That is so insane to me. You're definitely not the asshole, 100%. I'm so sorry, and I hope you can move out soon and genuinely go in no contact with them. They seem like fucking assholes. And I hope you're able to move out soon because I feel so bad for you. You're in your 30s now. You're still young, though. Like, you have a lot of time, but I am really sorry that this is your situation, and I really hope you get out of it. Yeah, not the asshole. Okay, so 3 stories is enough for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like more stories, anything else on commentary, I love covering anything like drama, pop culture. I fucking love that shit. So if you want anything for me to cover, let me know in the comments. If you want me to do more Reddit posts, and also let me know. I miss you all. I'm really excited to get back to uploading. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye bye.